battle with Kung Fu Eddie. He will fight you to the death.
What's up, everybody? This is Kung Fu Eddie, baby. And I'm here talking to who? Front row. And together we are the Average 8. And this is the very first episode of the Average Wrestling Talk with your boys. And I'm over here stuck in traffic, so this is the traffic edition. But before we start talking about wrestling, I gotta ask the most important question in the world. How are you doing today, Front Row Phil?
Unlike you, I am home, so I am relaxed.
Yeah, lucky for you. Anyways, all right. So let me ask you the average question of the day. If you're going through your retirement tour and you're about to do some dumb stump, let me rephrase that because I'm over here stumbling and dumbling with my words. And let me rephrase that. See, this is live, people. Who cares? If you're going to your retirement tour and you're about to do this crazy move, crazy stunt, but everybody talk you down and say, "Don't do it. You an old man. You got bad knees." What would you do? Would you listen, or would you do the stunt anyway?
I assume we're talking about Tanahashi.
Yeah.
So yeah, since I'm also the CEO and the president, I'd say screw it. Let me do
You want to let no young whippersnapper do it for you?
it. No, I'd do it.
Anyways, that's the first
I'd be the
conversation.
Ram on top. Remember Ram from what is it? What was
Oh,
his name?
the wrestler. The
Yeah,
wrestler.
the wrestler. I'd be up there going, yeah, baby.
All right, but okay. Bonus question. You think he survived the match, or did he perish in the match?
Wait, are we talking about the wrestler?
Yes, we're talking about
Oh well.
we're talking about it in fictional, guys.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I would love to think that he survived, you know, as a true wrestling fan. But you know what? Odds are pretty good. Those
At the
brutes, they're in the ring.
at the end of the day, like every single old timey wrestler that we saw have their quote unquote last match, they all survived somehow. So we could kind of picture that he survived that day. But
I mean, I was
speaking,
hoping Ric Flair. I was hoping Ric Flair would kind of die in the ring, but that's neither
oh
here nor
man. Anyway, I was just about to say something before before I go out crazy and get our first episode canceled. Uh, let's talk
there.
about
Oh
for a
wait, wait,
minute.
you're going to tell me about your true feelings about Hulk Hogan? Is that what you were about to say? No.
I think I already I think I said what I said. Anyways, God, I'm gonna get canceled.
Oh, this episode's not going on live. You're gonna have to edit a lot.
I'm not gonna edit. I'll probably edit like me stumbling and bubbling, but even then I'm not gonna edit that because I admitted I stumbled and bubbled. So
You're one take. You're one take.
yeah, I want to take Jones.
You one take Jones. There you
I'm like Bill O'Reilly. I say we're doing it live.
go. We're going live.
Anyways, yeah, this first episode is already going off the rails, ladies and gentlemen. What I was trying to mention
Ladies and gentlemen, what Ian tells you is that we taped 4 of these. This is the first one that's supposedly going live.
yeah, this one is actually going on post, ladies and gentlemen, because we did a lot of practice runs. Me being a quote unquote perfectionist, because I'm a professional podcaster. Not really.
Well,
I try to.
this should be the 5th one that goes shelved. Let's just be
Yeah,
honest
yeah.
about it.
No, this is not gonna be shoved. I promise you. I promise you. I already have a graphic. Hopefully you guys are looking at the graphic right now. If you're watching it on YouTube, you should see myself and Phil just driving, enjoying the beautiful streets of Houston, Texas, where the traffic never ends.
Right. So wait, what are we going to talk about? Raj Ram?
Oh my God! No, stop. Okay. I'm trying to talk about wrestling. I want to talk about positive things. Whatever. Okay.
That was wrestling.
Okay.
That was
Roger
wrestling.
Jackson. Okay. Give your opinion about Roger Jackson that every other podcast in Third Sheet have already given. Uh,
Oh,
yes, he was.
why? This is why you shouldn't have the Bad Bunnies of the world and the Logan Pauls of the world wrestle. Because I'll be honest with you, they make it look easy. They make it look easy. When you get people that don't know what they're doing, that don't love the business, and that really put no effort into it, that stuff happens. And I'll leave it at that.
Look, the one and only thought for me is that there's a lot of factors involved that made this situation bad to worse to borderline evil. So I'm gonna leave it that way, guys. I'm not a dirty person. I'm not a messy gossip, whatever. I give my opinions, and you take them as it is. Because again, at this age, everybody has an opinion. Who cares? I just think thoughts and prayers to the guy. Psycho Stu, if that's his name correctly. I hope he's recovering. I heard last thing I heard is that he's conscious, he's talking, so that's a very good sign. If he's actually talking and communicating, that tells me about his jaw. That's I'll leave it that way.
Yeah, I hear he lost a few teeth and he got concussed quite a bit.
Hey man, I rather lose teeth than alive.
Oh,
Speaking of live, let's talk about Forbidden Door. AEW just had their annual event where they crossed over with New Japan, which only had about three, maybe a handful of New Japan stars in the
I
show.
was gonna say, how
A
do you
lot.
even call that?
Well,
How
well,
do you
here,
even call that?
well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Myself and Front Row Phil, we have busy lives, so we totally forgot that this show was an afternoon show. So I was still at work. He was still with his family. So obviously we saw it afterwards. So a lot of the New Japan stars were in the pre-show. We're in the 0 hour. So we're not gonna review none of that because we didn't see it. The only thing I've heard is that Warlow's back, which cool. I wish I was in the main show, but okay, whatever. I'm not the booker.
No, that
According
wasn't the main show. He wasn't the main show.
Warlow,
Yeah.
when did he show up? Was I not paying
Do you not
attention?
even remember? Ladies and gentlemen, me and my homie here watched the show together. So that tells you how much he really enjoyed the show.
Look, guys.
In the Swerve segment, he came out during the Swerve segment. He came in at the end after
Oh
he lost.
no, 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 no! I was feeding the dogs. Don't forget that I was feeding the dogs.
Oh, you missed that. Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
I meant. Yeah, Mister. Hey,
Yeah.
man, I should have told you that.
Ah, dude. What did I tell you that?
You didn't tell me.
I was like, I said Warlow.
All right, so there you go, guys. I
Oh,
missed.
so you wait. So you don't recall that Warlow's part of the family now, right?
No, I saw the post media that like one of those fake reporters in the back was like Warlow, Don Callis, Warlow, can I get a question? And then Don Callis like, no, leave my family alone.
Okay, so okay, this is a total sidebar. Okay, at first I was kind of pissed off that WWE stopped doing the fake interviews after wrestling shows. Then I start watching the post things on AEW, and I'm like, I kind of get it. You know what I mean? Um, it and I get tired of it in New Japan. When we were watching New Japan when they were hot, they were on fire, and we watched the post shows, and we'd be like, oh man, yeah, some of the guys get over. Some of them get over really well. Some of them not so much, and I don't know. I'm torn. I'm torn. I understand why WWE stopped doing them because they difficult questions like why did you decide to bring Brock Lesnar back? Questions that they refuse or don't want to answer.
Hey man, why you showing number 47 on our screen that we don't want to see?
Yeah, exactly. Oh. But anyway, yes, yeah, the scrimmage, yes, he was there. They were there, and they were talking about that. So, but yeah, he did show up on that match when you were feeding the dogs. He came out, and and you didn't even interfere. I wish you would have interfered. I wish you would have done a major thing where, like, oh, whoa, he's the one that. I mean, I guess they made it look like he made Swerve go out because he like really attacked the leg more than Okada did. So maybe the intent is that when Swerve comes back, that's who he's going to go after. It makes sense, but Swerve, from everything that's according to the dirt sheets, Swerve's out for a year, so that's a long wait.
Yeah, he sold that knee way too much.
Yeah, no, he sold that knee all through the match. where he could say, "Oh, the only reason Okada beat me because it was my meniscus in my knee." I love
Oh,
that.
my knees, daddy, my knees.
Yeah, my knees.
He needs to have knees
And
like he needs to have knees like Megan.
so, anyway, back to the show. What did you think overall before we start going into? And I don't want to go match by match. Let's just go over some of the highlights.
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah. You know my stilo. I'll just mention it, and whatever. So again, AEW has a formula. They have questionable storylines. They have weird build-up. But when the day of the pay-per-view happens, it is a beautiful segment. It's a beautiful night of wrestling, and everything goes into Plan A. A plus is for everybody, and then it goes back to like, hey, what happened to Warlow? I thought he was part of the story. No, we're just gonna put him in the Don Callis family and then forget everything about him. Hey, it's what's going on with Will Ospreay? Oh, well, he's a character. He's written off. Don't worry about it. Hey, whatever
Yeah,
happened to? Wait, I thought Edge. Well, not Edge. That's not his government name.
Cope.
What happened to Cope and Christian? Are they still best friends? Oh no, don't worry about it. Hey, well, why you pay attention, man? Don't pay attention. So overall, I'll give it an A minus. Again, it's good night of wrestling. I mean, they have like
Okay,
great
so
matches.
this is where you and I agree. It's great wrestling. I never disagree with the wrestling. Even like matches where I was watching it, we were kind of pseudo watching it, and we were talking. Like for instance, the real main event, right? The MJF versus Cowboy match. I mean, it started off slow, and I was like, "What? This is like," and then all of a sudden, you and I are looking, and you're like, "You know what? This is actually a pretty good match," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's starting to deliver."
Yeah,
And
but the ending though, I feel like the ending was just way too much. Like too much
the
like
ending
Gaga.
sets up a rematch. That's all it does, and you and I both know it. That's why he didn't cash the
Well,
contract in.
well, talking about
You
the
know,
interviews in the back, the media scrum, whatever. Tony Khan said that, hey man, you got to give a week's notice if you're gonna cash in the brief. You see what I mean? Because you see, that's my mentality, y'all. I'm thinking about another thing that is similar to the little contract that Tony Khan has. So Tony Khan was like, hey man, I don't want the similar uh, Gaga as the other company with their little gimmick that he could cash in at any time. So I think Tony Khan just wants to get rid of that mentality of us wrestling fans to say that it is similar to the Money in the Bank.
well, if
So
it's not Money in the Bank, then don't treat it like Money in the Bank. Treat it like Wrestle Kingdom, which now I'm even tired of G1. G1 is like, I want to cash it in before Wrestle Kingdom. What do you mean? You're supposed to cash it in at Wrestle Kingdom. It's like winning Royal Rumble and saying, I'm not going to wrestle at WrestleMania. I don't get it. I don't get it.
yeah, like you win the
That's,
Royal,
that's the
like
whole gimmick.
yeah, you win the Royal Rumble, but you want to wrestle in Elimination Chamber.
Exactly. The gimmick is you get to headline WrestleMania. The gimmick of G1 is that you get to headline Wrestle Kingdom. That's the gimmick. Stick with it.
Yeah. Again, according to Jack Swagger has his feelings about TK, which like I said, we're not a gossip, we're not this and that. We're like I said, everybody has seen the clip of him saying FTK. So, but while Jack Swagger says FTK, FTR says we weren't even in the room, brother. But like I said, we're
Dude,
not.
again, Jack's been gone so many years. He's probably forgotten the entire conversation. The only thing I do know is that real talk here. I mean, you ever been fired before?
You know that answer.
Okay. So everyone has, right? I've been fired before. Let me tell you, the guy that fired me, he could be on fire and I wouldn't even urinate on him. So this is Jack Swagger. So I don't care what people say. Jack Swagger is just an angry man who's upset that his boss fired. And you know what? He could say his boss was incompetent. His boss didn't know what he was doing. But you know what? Maybe all true. But he comes off as an angry man who's upset that he got fired. And that's all it was. Get over it, move on, whatever.
Speaking of fire and piss, Becky Lynch kind of disrespected Ozzy Osbourne.
I didn't even catch it. Did you catch it? What did he say?
So, so I didn't catch it either. Shout out to my boo thing. She kind of told me what happened. Even though she doesn't watch wrestling, she just knows it because of her brother. She said, being Becky, pronouns, pal. Becky Lynch said that the only thing good that happened in Birmingham died a month ago.
Okay, I mean that's kind of a side-handed compliment.
Exactly. But again, Ozzy Osbourne's daughter, I think her name is Kelly Osbourne. She just took it personally, and
Whatever.
everybody in Birmingham was just like, nah,
I mean,
whatever.
look,
It's
she's a heel. That's what heels do. Come on, man.
she's a heel.
She's a heel. I'm sure Ric Flair, MJF. Give me another good heel.
Oh, MJF is number one. MJF says the
MJF. There are things that come out of MJF's mouth that I'm like, Tony, what the hell's wrong with you, man? Why'd you let him get away with that? Like,
yeah.
dude,
Well, remember what the Young Bucks said when they were doing the meet and greet in All in Texas? We're actors. You never.
No. MJF's not an actor. MJF is a douchebag.
Oh, I mean, he is an actor. Have you not seen him in Happy Gilmore?
You cannot look. Real talk. If you live a gimmick, you are the gimmick. And MJF is a douchebag. I feel bad for his wife, girlfriend, fiance, whatever the hell she is, because I'm telling you, he is on like that all the time. So no.
Shout out to Alicia too. She liked my photo when I met her, so shout out to you. Anyways, speaking of Becky Lynch, she's having a match this Saturday, which is the last pay-per-view under the Peacock. Which, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to be canceling my Peacock membership after I finish watching Twisted Metal season 2, because who needs it now?
Well, you don't. They're moving Saturday Night Main Event to Peacock, so that's the only way you can watch it now.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's review.
And the NXT pay-per-views are going to be on Peacock. It's that too.
This interruption is wild.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are slightly reviewing Forbidden Door, which I think we already did. Now we're moving on to Clash of Paris. Becky Lynch versus Nikki Bella for the Intercontinental Championship. Thoughts on that?
I mean, Nikki gives it the old college try, but Becky keeps it. So I don't see Becky losing the belt.
Bet. All right, next. Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. Oh, you want to ask something else?
No. I was like, I mean, this would be a great time for Becky to create a team. I mean, maybe somebody can come in and help her.
A faction.
Because I mean, after all, we're what? How many months away from Survivor Series?
It's in my birthday month, so 3.
Yeah. So it's
3 or 4.
literally right around the corner.
So
I can easily see her building up a faction, as you like to say, and they're setting up something for Survivor Series.
Yeah, I mean,
because you have to have a women's team and you have to have a men's team.
Oh, the War Games.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I mean,
you were talking about the two Samoans fighting each other. Go ahead.
Well, according to Roman Reigns, he's not even Samoan, but yeah, whatever.
No. Roman didn't know he was Samoan. How come no one told me he was Samoan? Because you're my people now, and I'm your tribal chief, is what Roman said.
Oh, okay. Anyways, Roman Reigns versus my twin, in a singles match, which I'm kind of disappointed because I wish it was a ladder match for the shoes.
Oh. But it's not even for the shoes; it's just for respect.
Who needs respect, man? You got my J's. You already disrespected me by taking away my shoes. Again, I'm not a sneakerhead, but I know the sneakerhead culture, and when someone steals your shoes, that's. I was gonna say something inappropriate, but never mind.
You know what's coming. right?
Yeah,
The Roman
the
Reigns Jordans are being released soon. So
oh
yeah.
god, so this is the way to promote it.
Oh, absolutely, dude. Do you not see what the WWE is doing now?
Well, first of
They're
all,
the king of promotions, man.
I totally forgot about the bloodline red Jordans. So
They're not the Red Line Bread. They're the Romans.
oh the air Roman.
They're Romans. Do you know he actually has a contract with Jordan? He's the first wrestler to actually have a shoe deal. I mean, like a legit shoe deal with like Michael Jordan or like the Jordan brand. I mean, I
What?
know the Young Bucks like Jordans, you know, but
That'd be a crazy flex if like the Young Bucks like recover from being the broke Bucks, and the first time they get their big check and they become like all elite again,
they
then
wear the Romans.
the first thing they'll buy is the Romans.
Oh, dude, I would love to see them wear the Romans the ring. Like, dude, look at these sweet shoes.
These are the ooze.
You know what? I would love to see the Young Bucks fight the Usos. I would love to see the Young Bucks
That
team up
is
in WWE.
that is a dream match that will never happen unless one of them just switches. Which, according to both sets of men careers, they're looking pretty good at each side of their own little island. You got
Yeah, because the money's too good on both sides of the island. I mean, TK is not letting one go, and TKO is not letting the other one go.
yeah, no, especially if everybody's just happy and content, especially you know one of them is having a baby, the other one is having the run of their life, and then the other two sets of brothers is just a part of a company that could have their own little creativity. So yeah, I don't see
Yeah,
nobody
yeah,
leaving
it is.
at any time
Yeah,
soon.
hey, you know what? At one point, the Young Bucks made a prediction that I promise you, one day we will fight the revival, and we will make it wonderful. And that happened. But they've never said, one day, I promise you, we will fight the Usos. So we'll see.
Well, it took it took FTR going to AEW. It wasn't the Young Bucks going over there.
True.
So
Oh yeah, and the Usos aren't leaving WWE.
yeah, I mean, there's no like every single Samoan dynasty that's ever wrestled always end up in WWE. You know, even
True.
like Zilla Fatu, he's in the Indies, but he's definitely gonna go to WWE. All thought Jacob Fatu was never gonna go to WWE, and he ended up in WWE.
True.
So at the end of the day, they all
Well,
getting.
that was AEW's biggest mistake. They should have grabbed him and pushed him to the moon. But it is what it is.
I mean, I figured knowing Jacob, he'd rather be with his family. You know, but
Oh yeah,
he's
absolutely. I mean, I think he was just waiting for that call, and he got the call. Good for him.
anyway. Speaking of call, we're gonna have a good old fashioned Donnie Brooke match between Sheamus and Rusev. Hey, what's your favorite Rusev match since he came back?
Who is this Rusev you speak of?
Oh, Miro, you know the Redeemer.
Oh yes, Emiro.
Yeah,
I can't honestly. He's only been fighting Sheamus. The last match I liked was when he fought Sheamus.
yeah, yeah.
When it was a two slobber knocker.
So again, in closed doors, ladies and gentlemen, and even the practice runs that I've been doing these podcasts, I mentioned one thing to Front Row Phil. Is it the wrestler's fault or is it the company's fault? Now that Rusev is back, and again, we'll give it another year or two with Rusev. Is it Rusev's fault or is it the AEW's fault?
Or why not pushing him?
Not being pushed, not having the success. Again, success is different to the eye of the beholder. We all know that. Would you rather be a big fish in a small pond, or you want to be a whale in a teardrop? So it all depends on how you feel. But throughout the run that Rusev just had, just humor me. Again, guys, we're a humorous podcast. We don't take things serious. Don't you dare take our comments serious. This is all in play. How do you
Well, I
feel
mean, he had
about
some
Rusev?
major life changes when he was in AEW, right? Didn't he break up with his wife and then he got back together with his wife and he had some issues with his family in Romania. So there was a lot of stuff happening. And
Romania.
then of course the huh?
He's from Bulgaria.
Oh, Bulgaria. I'm sorry, Romania, Bulgaria. You know, somewhere in Eastern Europe. Um,
Remember, those are the
but
words of Front Row
he has
Phil, Rusev.
well, he had some life issues, so not that given that, but then there's always, again, I don't know what's real and what's not. I'm like you said, we're not the dirt sheets. We don't have people on the inside who feed us information.
Which we don't
So
want it.
there's, yeah, huh?
I don't like if somebody from the back tells me, "Hey man, you want a secret?" I'm like, "Nope," and walk away.
Yeah, yeah. Well, no, because they're not telling him anything. Because if they telling me, it's here on this podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
He's worse
exactly.
than the he's worse than Uncle Meltzer or Uncle Dave or whoever else. But anyway, no, on a serious note, but I don't know. I don't know if he was refusing to help people out. The rumors about we hear the rumors all the time with almost all of the old WWE guys, right? We heard that with Aleister Black. We hear that with the Hurt Business. We heard that with Miro. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, the only person I know from the old WWE that actually gave back is probably going to end up back in WWE at Royal Rumble, and that's Chris Jericho.
Oh God, do you want to see a Jericho run?
No, I want Jericho to just end up in AEW and be a cancer there. But you know what? He will show up,
Nah,
and you'll
I'm
hear the
good.
walls fall down.
If you want a
No, he
cancerous
will.
Jericho, I'd rather him go to WWE. That's where all the cancers go.
No, dude, he's been a cancer in AEW for such a long time. Come on.
No, I mean the first couple of years, like the first 2 years, he was fun. But somewhere in the
Well,
middle, when
the first 2 years, you needed him because
yes,
no
I
matter
agree.
how great the Young Bucks were, no matter how great Omega was, guess the name that sold
Yes,
Jericho.
and me growing up and being a little bit mature, I can see that now. I can see that Jericho was needed for AEW to grow. But once you do your service, you should be done.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's why I don't think he's getting the contract that he used to get. Or he's getting the contract that he expected. So at this point, I'll be honest with you, he may take a pay cut in his mind to go back home and end his career. And
Oh,
you know what? He should. I think
oh,
everybody should end their career at home. And his home, for better or for worse, will always be WWE. He was the
trust
first
me,
unified heavyweight champion,
trust me.
undisputed heavyweight champion, right?
Yes, I totally agree. But if he takes a pay cut, he'll do a pay cut if they let him play Judas. That's the only way he'll take a pay cut. It's like, okay, I will take a pay cut, but let me play Judas as my entrance. I don't want
Well,
break the walls down.
Judas with the walls down. I think a mix of those two songs together would hit the wall.
Break the walls down, Judas, Judas in my mind.
There you go. Well,
Anyways,
the story, right? The story is Jericho. Every single time he had an incarnation, he wanted to get rid of Judas, right? He told Tony, he's like, dude, when I'm a bad guy, I don't want to do Judas because everybody loves Judas, and Judas is really when I'm a face, and people sing that song, people love that song, and they do. It's an awesome song. I
it's a
love it.
beautiful song.
But when I'm a heel, I don't want them to sing my song.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
so he's like, oh, well, you know what? Let me just pay you more money because I think we just need that song to be tied to you. And he's like, okay, I'll take the money, I'll run. And that's the story. Again, dirt sheets, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't have the guy in the back who knows Tony Khan, who knows Tony Khan's father, who told me the story. So, no, I don't know. But that's the rumor.
Yeah, guys, if we say something here, please don't take it serious.
No,
Especially if you're a wrestler. Thank you for listening and watching. Please like and subscribe. Don't take anything we say serious. We're just a couple of clowns that make crap up. I was gonna say another word. Speaking of another word, Word Life, Basic Thugonomics is gonna face the King of YouTube's in a singles match. In the scale of burger rankings, how do you feel about this match?
dude, I would rather him fight Dominic Mysterio. I don't understand this. I don't understand why the WWE is investing in Logan Paul. I mean, he's a great athlete, but do you really see him as your superstar of the future? The guy that you want to put the belt on, the
Look,
guy that's going to carry the business for the next 5 years?
look, do not be surprised if everything you just said becomes true. Please do not be
No,
surprised.
dude, I understand that's what they want. Don't get me wrong. You'd have to be stupid not to see that's what they want, right? Oh, this guy's marketable. He's on the internet. He's got more followers than all of WWE combined, except for The Rock, right? But seriously, Seriously, I'd rather put it on. I'd rather see. I'd rather go see El Grande Americano.
which everybody does because, dude, 3 months ago where Grande Americano debuted, me personally, I thought it was a joke. Why are we taking it serious? And then the moment they realized that this is a joke, they started booking Grande Americano as a joke, and we all started laughing together. But at the end of the day, some ideas that they think of, they don't think that, oh, it's going to go this way or it's going to go that way. Everybody thought we would love Logan Paul. He's an internet darling. He's a YouTuber, and he's famous by doing nothing. He's basically a male version of the Kardashians. But when they realized that no, this guy is a bad guy, we don't like him, and I guess they WWE either said, okay, let's scrap this, but then once they saw his athleticism, then they were like, no, we could actually market this guy as the next big heel, as the next big bad guy. And obviously, if you want him to be the greatest bad guy ever, what do you got to do, Phil?
You gotta have him beat the goat.
Not only the GOAT, but the greatest babyface GOAT of all time. So
Which is
obviously,
also makes you wonder why he rushed to change face so quickly. But yeah,
no, they changed faces. They changed his whole like demeanor because they knew it didn't work without Travis Scott and The Rock. Like
yeah, and the whole Travis Scott thing screwed things over because I think they were supposed to have a run for a while with Travis Scott as his, evil kin, and then supposedly
believe,
Travis
bel
messed it all
believe
up.
it, believe it or not, according to the dirt sheets, guys. Remember, this ain't true. We're just heating it from the dirt sheets, so we don't know if it's real or not. That Jelly Roll spot was supposed to be Travis Scott.
Yep.
You see, if the rumors are true, ladies and gentlemen, I would have been Drew McIntyre. I would have not only thrown my passport into the lake, I would have thrown my ID. You would have not know who the hell I am.
Yeah, but then it would have been Drew McIntyre that match. It would have been
The
probably,
Miz.
yeah, somebody else. So
Uh, I mean,
it is what it is. Everything happens for a reason, rhyme and a reason. So
anyways, anything that happens for a reason. And it's this fatal four way match in the world for the World Heavyweight Championship with Daddy Rollins versus CM Punk, Jey Uso, and LA Knight. Number one question: why?
oh, I
Why
mean,
are you making it a fatal four way? Why is LA Knight a part of this? why
I
is
mean,
Jey Uso part of this?
Jey Uso's a heel now, so go figure.
No, he's actually a babyface because he kicked CM Punk. So I
But
think he's a
CM
good
Punk is
guy.
your biggest baby face.
Nah, that's 2011 Punk. 2011
Mm.
Punk, he's my hero. 2025 Punk, he's a corporate shield. That's the only thing that came good out of this that the Cena heel run is that CM Punk got heard the truth.
Yeah, that was a good promo. Both of them did a good job.
That is like that was the best Cena heel work ever. And even then, I still think uh, uh, John Cena was a good guy at that moment. I'm like, oh no, you speaking the truth, my friend. That's when you know that he was gonna be turning a good guy. It's after that promo, if you really think about it.
Mm.
You don't want to think about it. Anyways, all right. So give your predictions. You said Becky Lynch is gonna retain. You never gave Roman Reigns and my twin your answer.
I think Roman's going to win, but I think it's going to be a beatdown at the end
All
because I
right,
think that Braun is coming out.
all right. Donnie.
So then somebody's going to come help out Roman. So the question is who? And my theory is it's going to be the Wolfman,
Oh,
the werewolf.
well, according to the internet, with all the live events, they did a mixed tag match with Jey Uso, Jacob, and what's his name, Roman versus Solo and the MFT. So
Mhm.
they're technically teasing it uh, before their clash in Paris. All right, Sheamus and Rusev. Do you even care?
I don't care, but if I was a betting man, I'd put it on Sheamus. But you know what? Wouldn't surprise me since you made the comment about what has Miro done? He beat up Sheamus, so maybe Miro will win. You know,
All right. I was gonna say CM Punk. I might as well. CM Punk, Rollins, Jay, or LA.
oh no, Rollins isn't losing that belt anytime soon.
Yeah, definitely. So Rollins ain't not losing that belt. All right, John Cena and Logan Paul. Who you got?
I think you already said it. I think Logan's going to win. But the question is, how is he going to win? And you and I both talked about this. I think the last 4 or 5 years, what has John Cena's win rate been? It's like 1%, huh? So John Cena, like as he's gotten to the tail end of his career, he doesn't care if he wins or he loses.
Oh no,
So yeah,
like even Jack Swagger was like, where was that John Cena when I was having my run?
right. Well, how come I ended up fighting Super Cena when all I wanted to do is, oh, let me have my last match. Let me give it to you. Let me give it to who was the guy that he beat? And you're like, why the hell did he even wrestle that guy? The
Baron
guy,
Corbin and Kurt Angle.
no,
Oh
the
yeah,
recently the guy that's injured now, from downtown. What is it? The guy from
jeez.
Atlanta. Who's the guy from Atlanta? The one that we always talked about. It would be awesome if he was part of Seth Rollins' group. Why am I blanking out on his name?
Dude, I'm so confused right now.
The guy from Atlanta, the guy that we saw in Evolve, the young kid. He's not young anymore. You remember Evolve?
I remember Evolve. I'm just over here like, what?
Who's Austin Theory? No,
Oh
Austin.
yeah, Austin Theory. There you go.
There you go. That was him. God have mercy. You're worse than I am. I'm the old man of the group.
No, ladies and gentlemen, this is a prime example of what happens if WWE doesn't book you properly. We forget who you are.
Yeah, that's true. Well, also, let's be honest. Austin Theory's injured, so yeah, out of sight, out of mind.
Whatever. Anyways, I blame WWE.
Yeah, but that lost to Austin Theory. So Austin Theory beats him right for the U.S. Championship, if I recall correctly. And then
Yeah,
afterwards,
WrestleMania.
what happened to Austin Theory? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, he got booked with Grayson Waller, which again they're basically the same people in just different sides of the coin. So
I mean, but this is the guy that beat the GOAT. This is the guy that you're like, whoa, what? And then nothing. Anyway.
speaking of
All right. So
nothing,
what else? What else?
nope.
Those are 5 matches, right?
Yeah,
WWE
5 matches.
sticking with 5 versus
Yeah,
AEW 22.
well, it is what it
Oh,
is.
dude, Tony, I know you watch. I know you listen to us because we are the best podcast.
Yeah, even
Tony,
though
can you
yeah,
please just cut the number down, man? Cut it down from 22 to like maybe 18.
all right. So speaking of 18, I want you to guess which one was the longest match of that Forbidden Door pay per view. If we got to tie it back to the Forbidden Door pay per view.
Oh, well, it wasn't the main event. It wasn't what was it? The Osprey match where he gets stalked off the end at
Yes,
the end. That was the
yes,
longest match, wasn't it?
yes, that is the longest match. And
Yeah.
if you had to clock it, if you had to clock that number, what would that number be?
Well, I'd say anywhere from 18 to 20 minutes.
Excuse me?
18 to 20 minutes.
Multiply it by 2.
That was an hour long, almost an hour long.
Wait, say that again?
How long was it?
It was 32 minutes.
Oh, well, I wasn't that much off.
Oh no, I thought you said 18.
No, I was like 20 something, but yeah.
Yeah, well, there you go. All right,
It
so
was, you're right. It's almost double. It was almost 40 minutes, is what you're pretty much saying. So,
yeah,
yeah.
pretty much. Yeah, guys, we know numbers. All right, so speaking of numbers, what do you think? What was the shortest match? And excluding the pre-show guys, because we didn't watch the pre-show.
I don't know. What was the shortest match?
Just guess. Make
I
have fun
honestly
with me,
don't.
sir.
I don't. Can I be honest with you? I don't remember half the matches, honestly.
It
I mean,
was
they were good, but I don't remember them. It
it
wasn't
was
the women's match because the women's 4-way was actually, I think it took a little bit of time. I don't think it was Swerve versus Okada because that took some time. Um, what else? What am I missing here?
keep going. Oh,
Like I
you
said, I don't remember half the matches, bro.
it was
Edge versus
there
Edge
you
versus
go. There you go. And if you had to guess the time, what would it be?
Uh, 10 minutes.
13.
Okay, close.
Yeah, very close. Everything else is between like 14, 15, 17, 15, 16, 15. 31 for Hangman and MJF, and then 32 for
Yeah, I
the
was gonna
Golden.
say that would have been my second guess if you'd have told me the main event wasn't the longest. I would have said, well, it has to be.
Oh, so again, me and From Row Phil had this little discussion of how TK books a show. Um, that if the title is involved, it has to be the main event. But then the main event was technically the lights out match. Tony Khan's other little quirky of booking is that if it's an unsanctioned match, it's always at the end because technically the show is over after the main event.
Correct.
So technically that match didn't happen, but we saw it.
Okay, that is the stupidest quirkiness, but I didn't. When you mentioned that to me, I was like, kind of makes sense.
Yeah, so technically the main event was Hangman versus MJF, but because that match was unsanctioned, technically anybody could have left after that match, but everybody decided to stay because they wanted to see people destroy themselves. Which, speaking of destroy themselves, to finish off this beautiful podcast, which went absolutely everywhere but went nowhere. We're like the Seinfeld podcasting. We talk about nothing, but we talk about everything. Um, how much money will it take for you to eat steak, a fine, beautiful, well cooked steak, but you're using the fork that John Moxley used to Darby Allin? You have to eat it using that fork. How much money would it take for you to eat that steak?
What do you mean? Like, how much would they pay me? Or how
Yes.
much would I get?
How much would you? How much would you get? How much do you wanna be paid for you to
I
use
want to
that
be paid at
fork?
least $1 million, bro.
Wow, everybody has a price. Yeah.
What's your
Well,
price?
man, about the same. You know,
Hmm.
I'll make sure to use like one side of the one side of the point of the fork and to pick up the steak.
God have mercy.
Anyways, all right, guys. I appreciate everybody for listening and watching. This will be public. I promise you. I will publish this, and if you're hearing this, it's published. So you know I wasn't a liar.
If not, we will cut Elmer out, sort of like the way that Will Ospreay was cut out,
Oh
with a
yeah,
chair to the head, smiling, even though he won the match.
that's awesome. Imagine getting beat up by your ops and you're over here just smiling,
I know, right?
just enjoying life.
Well, he's thinking to himself, I got a vacation. I got a vacation coming.
That's good. Good for him.
Oh, I hope he's okay, though. I mean, like, neck surgery is serious stuff, though.
Again, you wouldn't be called the greatest wrestler of life if you don't have a broken neck.
True. Hey, that's actually very profound. That's very profound.
And I'm gonna end it that way, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for guys for watching, listening. We will continue doing stuff like this now that I'm home. Um, hopefully we'll go to the studio. Hopefully next month. Once I get my new schedule from work, and we'll do it more professionally. Other than this, any kind words to say to the people that are listening?
No, thank you for your support, and we look forward to more of
Peace, y'all. Y'all have a great weekend. Enjoy wrestling.
it. Enjoy wrestling.
Yeah, I'm gonna end it that way. You know what? Let's do it one more time. Again, this is unedited because I'm getting tired of wrestling fans being a bunch of haters. So that's how we're gonna end every single episode of the Average Wrestling Talk. Goodbye, guys. Have a great weekend. Enjoy wrestling.